G, you going crazy.
Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live with broken tradition.
Yeah, G, you going crazy.
Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live with broken tradition. Tonight we going live. Tonight we going live.
You hear that noise in the background? What's going on, everybody? Good night. Good night, good evening, like the Jamaicans say. You know what I'm saying? Do you hear that noise in the background? That is my light. I just, like, when I turn my light on, it got like this humming noise. I don't know if you hear it or not, but if you do hear it, that's what that is. That's my light. It was good. It was good. I see my brother in the chat. What's going on, Mott? Yeah, today I want to do something that's I forgot about that I was going to do, to tell you the truth. And the only reason why I remember to do it is because I was cleaning up my little office space, and I seen the letter. I was like, oh, I forgot I had this survey. I want to fill this survey out to it's for white supremacy, like my thoughts on white supremacy. And I'm like, white supremacy is kind of vague, like a vague type of thing. You know what I mean? It's a vague kind of, I guess, description or whatever. I was like, I don't know. I don't know too much about this white supremacy thing. So I was like, you know what? What I'm going to do is I want to do a live stream and have people just give their thoughts and opinions about these questions, right? So I got a few more things I got to do. Like, I got to turn my fan on. You know what I'm saying? I was on the phone, and I was like, oh, I got to get ready for this live stream. Then I got, put the live stream on. So, you know what I'm saying? So anybody coming in, good night, good evening. You know what I'm saying? Like the Jamaicans say, they always say, hello, good night, good evening. You know what I'm saying? They always tell you good evening when you walk into the door. In all actuality, it should say, I don't know, they should say what they want, really, but that's what Jamaicans usually say. And shout out to YouTube. I thought YouTube would have demonetized this live stream. Usually they do, because if you put like words like white supremacy, they demonetize it. But this time they didn't. So shout out to them for that, yo. Shout out to YouTube for not demonetizing my live stream. All right, hold on a second. Let me turn my fan on. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. My bad about that. He said that survey would have been Black History in a few days. I guess so. I guess so. So I got a survey from ACLU, and the survey is asking me, at this critical turning point for our country, we must work tirelessly to build an America where equality and justice are a reality for all people. That's why we ask individuals like you all across the country to lend their voices, opinions, and support. We would like to ask you to represent New York, even though I'm from Atlanta now, in this critical survey. Well, I'm from Georgia, according to the new song. I'm from Georgia now. Your answers will be treated confidently and will be tabulated with those of other respondents to form aggregated opinions. When you're completing the survey, please return this entire form in a postage page envelope provided. Thank you. So yeah, so I'm like, you know what? I would like to have a conversation about these questions, and we can all check it out together. You know what I mean? So before I get into this, I gotta put a public service announcement out there, man. Once you get like a certain age, it's certain things you shouldn't do no more. And today I realized I try to help my friend move, and I realized I'm about to be 40 next year. I'm not at the age where I'm helping people move anymore, because moving, it's a lot. It's a lot to help somebody move. And I didn't do too much, to be honest. I just she just borrowed my truck and got a washing machine, and long story short, the washing machine is now in the washing machine went to the scrapyard. So long story short, but yeah, moving is a lot. I think I'm at the age where if I'm gonna move, I can't suggest somebody like, hey, come get this beer and some pizza or something like that, and I'll get you some food to help you move. Nah, it takes a lot to move. So when you moving, just hire a moving company. You know what I'm saying? Just hire a moving company, because it takes a lot to move. Yeah, it definitely does. All right, Lamont, I see you in the comments. How you feel about that video I posted earlier, man? That was to me. I think from when I look at my YouTube videos, the Al Sharpton videos to me are the funniest videos that I post. Every time I watch that video or the one of him at the border, I laugh. And I kind of wish I was doing YouTube when Al Sharpton was more active. I don't think he's as active and as irrelevant like as he is now, as he was then, I mean. But he's hilarious to me, man. Like, that dude really had me in tears with that video. That's probably one of the funniest things I've seen in a long time. And for those who don't know what I'm talking about when well, it's not Al Sharpton per se, it's his group, the National Action Network. And his group, what they did was they wanted to demand an apology from the University of Wisconsin because of the fight. They wanted to demand an apology from the fight between Juwan Howard and Greg Garr. And I was like, all right, you want to demand a fight? Demand an apology, but you guys are sitting in front of a microphone demanding an apology from a fight. Like, I don't even think Juwan Howard issued an apology. I think the school did, but they're saying it's racist that only Michigan demanded gave an apology, but not the school of Wisconsin because it's racist. And I was just like, there's a lot more issues going on in the state of Michigan alone. There's a lot of issues going on that we can have discussions about. But my man wanted to have this thing with that, right? Yeah, man. So I'm waiting for people to come in, but I think I want to start getting started on this survey. So yeah, so this is a 50-state survey about white supremacy and my views on white supremacy. And I just want to get people's opinion on it, and we can have a conversation in the comments about this white supremacy stuff, right? So we're gonna do part 1 right now. So part 1, taking on racial injustice and white supremacy. I don't even know how to start with this, but let's go. So this right here is a 4-answer multiple choice question, right? So it's not really a question, it's a statement, and do you agree with the statement or not? So the first statement is this right here. There is no more urgent issue in America today than ending the systemic inequality of racism that pervade American society. So do you strongly agree, somewhat disagree, or strongly disagree? Right now, I ain't gonna hold you. I strongly disagree. There's a lot of issues in America today, and ending systemic inequality is not on the top of the list, in my opinion, to ending the white supremacy. It's not on top of my list. You know what I'm saying? It's not on top of my list. So I would say strongly disagree. Let me know what you guys think about in the comments. I put a little time on there. I guess 60 seconds is long enough between my latency and you guys hearing the question and hearing how I feel about it. So yeah, I don't know. I strongly disagree with that, in my opinion, because to me that's a lot. All right, we gotta strongly disagree. See, I agree with your strongly disagree, because that is a lot. Hold on a second. I had to get a pen. I forgot to get a pen to fill this out. Let's see. And if you guys are just coming in, what we doing is I have a survey about white supremacy, and I'm asking the questions and reading off the answers. And we can have, I just want to get people's opinions and vibes on this. And let me know in the comments what you guys think about it. Let me see something right quick. All right, that's enough time. So, all right, so the first part we're going to say strongly disagree because that's what you voted on. Okay. So next question. White supremacists and other violent prone extremists are a serious and immediate threat to our democracy. Damn. Okay, so you strongly agree, somewhat disagree, or strongly disagree that white supremacists and other violent prone extremists are a serious and immediate threat to our democracy. I don't know how to answer that one, to tell you the truth. Because I really don't agree or disagree. You know, so I'm kind of indifferent on that. I'm kind of indifferent on that. I don't know if white supremacists are prone to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know about that. That's different. That's indifferent for me. I wouldn't know how to answer that. Because I feel like the main thing for our democracy is like voting and, you know, stuff like that. And me personally, I don't feel like a white supremacist or violent prone extremist in my, you know what I'm saying, in my everyday life, it's not in my way of doing that in a democracy or me getting information from it. So I guess I would say somewhat disagree because in my opinion, I don't see that happening or see that being something. And I don't think white supremacists and other violent prone extremists are a serious and immediate threat to our democracy. All right, so somewhat agree strongly. Why you say that? I'm curious why you say that, because I don't know. I know, like, my brother right here, I know you worked at the voting polls and you see certain things. So I don't, like, me personally, I don't know. Just me personally, I don't know why that would be, you know, a thing, or that would be a threat to our democracy. I really don't know. I really don't know why. All right. All right, so we got another question here. All right, so this is from part one, the last question in part one. And like I said, I'm gonna read off the question or the statement, and let me know in the comments how you guys, the Capitol riots. But was that a threat to our democracy? Violent militia groups are always doing something. All right, I mean, if that's how you guys feel, you know what I'm saying? I know the Capitol riots, kidnapping governors. Governors got kidnapped? Well, I know the mayoral candidate got shot at. I didn't know governors got kidnapped. Well, if that's the case, then yeah, I have to go with strongly agree then. If these groups are doing that, you know, y'all guys are putting me onto something and making me look differently at this. If that's what's going on, yeah, I gotta agree with that, to be honest. And, you know, say Capitol riots, it was kind of up in the air. I guess they felt a certain way and they bum rushed the riots. I didn't know if that would be a threat to our democracy, from my opinion. You know what I mean? But if governors are getting kidnapped, then, I mean, he said militia groups are always just a few seconds from doing something crazy. All right, so we're gonna go with attempted to kidnap the governor. Damn, kidnap the governor, that's crazy. All right, so we're going to strongly agree. All right, we're going to strongly agree. How not? This is my opinion. That's all. Just some people mad. They just ran up in the building. That's just my opinion. That's all. Tell us how effective you think each of the following steps would be in achieving deep and meaningful progress towards ending systematic inequality in America. Okay, the first one. Opposing gerrymandering that draws voting districts to reduce the voting and political power of communities of color. So I'm opposed to gerrymandering. If you guys don't know what that is, it's kind of like the redlining around certain cities that don't get the real funding. You know what I mean? So I'm opposed to that. I am opposed to that. So if you're gonna oppose that, to me, I think that's very effective, somewhat effective, not very effective, or not effective at all. I'm opposed to it, and I think that would be effective. But I think, we always say they, or the powers that be. I feel like they'll find another way. You said read slow. Okay. Let's go a little slower. Opposing gerrymandering that draws voting districts to reduce the voting and political power of communities of color. Very effective, somewhat effective, not very effective at all, or not effective at all, or not very effective. So like I said, the gerrymandering is like the redlining that they do in certain cities that was done a long time ago, where we could live in the same neighborhood, but certain things just go to like certain amount of people, a certain group of people. You feel me? So I think that's effective, but those people that's in power are going to find other ways to keep that power. That's what I feel like. But I would say very effective. I'm definitely opposed to gerrymandering. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I wonder if I could put like a poll in a chat for each question. Would that be too much of an effort? I should like a producer in here or something that could do that for me. So let's see. Okay, I see that he said not very effective. Opposing doesn't stop them. Yeah, you might have a point. Like I said, I would think I'm opposed to it. Maybe that's why I'm more passionate and emotional towards that. So like, I would like to see that, but you might have a point on that. You might have a point. So you're not going to stop them. Because I do feel like a lot of times we get to, people who live in certain neighborhoods that's affected by gerrymandering usually get the short end of the stick. You feel me? So you get the short end of the stick, then I'm like, all right, yeah, you got to do something about that. You paying the same amount of taxes, but you getting the short end. So the voter rights bill got smashed. I didn't know, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know too much about the voters' right bill. I knew certain things like you got to have an ID to vote and stuff like that, but I didn't know too much about that. For people that's coming in, what we're doing is I have a survey and I want to get everybody's opinion on the survey. So I'm gonna read the questions and read the choices from the questions, and from each question, just leave a comment. Let me know how you feel about it. You feel me? So that's what we're doing tonight. It was something that I wanted to do. I'll get it back. Sorry again. It said, yeah, I'm a visual learner with the producer or the person's typing the questions with the answers. All right, I guess I could do that, right? I guess I could do that. I wish I had a copy and paste, because let's see if I can do this. Create a poll, ask a question. Okay, all right, so for that last question, I guess I'm saying strong, very effective. My brother says not effective at all, because kind of for the same reason I said that it's not effective because the people who in power is going to keep it going, to be honest with you, right? And some of these questions are kind of long. Oh, let's see. I could provide the service $100 an hour. Well, hopefully this live stream is for only an hour, and that'll be $100. But unfortunately, I need the person to be here with me to do it. So sorry, Sister Soldier. Sorry, Sister Soldier. So, and plus YouTube is not paying me like that right now, so we have to negotiate on those prices. All right, so like I said, how you guys? I don't know. I guess we don't have an answer for that one because you can't. I guess the vote can't go in a tie, and I don't want to be like a totalitarian and say that my answer is right because that's my answer. Provide transportation for those who can't travel to the polls like Chris Rock and Head of State. Yeah. I mean, is that now illegal? Is provided transportation is illegal? Hope not. I should have took typing class more seriously. You said just giving out water. So giving out water I know giving out water and food was a thing that you can't do no more. Okay, one more. Okay. All right, so we go to the next question. So I put it in the polls, right? So good old YouTube have polls that I could post up. Where is it? Thought I did it. Oh, there we go. All right. So advancing the right. Yes, true. Everybody do type with their thumbs. Advancing the right to fair housing and ending racial segregation. Is that very effective, somewhat effective, not very effective, or not effective at all? And I'll read it again a little slower, because sometimes I know I could talk a little fast. Advancing the right to fair housing and ending racial segregation. Is that very effective, somewhat effective, not very effective, or not effective at all? This is an interesting question, because I think there should be fair housing. I think it should be okay, so that did work out better. I see the votes coming in. Let me check that out. Okay. See, now I want to know who voted on what, though. I'll be greedy like that. But my opinion, I'm on the fence. I do think it's effective that people should get a fair shot to live where they want to live. Okay, I see Lex said very effective. And Lex, I know you very well, and I think that you're someone who could benefit from that. But sometimes you have people that come into your neighborhoods be messing things up. And I'm not saying it's a black or white thing. Like, it's not a racial thing. It's just a mentality type of thing. Like, you just don't want those neighbors. But if it's done by racially, not like biracial, like two different races, but it's done like via racially, I should say, that's messed up. You know what I'm saying? Because just because people act a certain way, it shouldn't be based on your race. You know what I mean? Did I word that right? Yeah, I guess somebody acting a certain way shouldn't be judged by your race, I should say. Shouldn't be judged by your race. Because there's some horrible white neighbors as far as there's some horrible black neighbors. And there's some great black neighbors and some great white neighbors. So shouldn't be go by your race. You know what I mean? But I think I agree with the let me vote. Okay. So I think that's very effective. In my opinion, I think it's very effective. All right, now it's 50-50. Oh, man. Let's see. Maybe I could just check in both boxes. I mean, they ain't say I can't do that, you know what I mean? So, advancing the right to housing. And somewhat effective. Why do you guys feel like that's somewhat effective? Because I would think it's effective. Like, you should get a chance to live where you want to live, in my opinion. I could do one poll a day, one poll a chat. I mean, okay, here we go. Okay. It's absolutely, race should be removed when we're talking about housing. My white neighbors and HOA get on my nerves, but it's a school system. All right, King Joel, I appreciate that. Very effective. So you're the tiebreaker. All right, so we go with that. Okay, be patient with me. I gotta type in the next one. Hope I have enough characters to type it, because the polls do have the what you call it. And I think, yeah, school systems are important. You know what I'm saying? I think if you put certain kids that's not doing too well in school in certain school environments, I think they'll do better, in my opinion. Matter of fact, I'm trying to go from a personal experience. It all depends on everything. It depends on the household, I think. But sometimes you see people doing better, you will want to do better yourself. You feel me? Nah, I think summarizing the questions is going to make it like not the full experience. You feel me? I want the full experience. All right, working too close. Oh. This question is funny. I'm just typing it up. This question is kind of funny to me. And for those who are coming in, like I said, we are doing a survey that I got, and I'm typing up each answer, each question of the survey, and whatever the majority is, that's what's going to be the vote. And the survey is based on white supremacy in America, which was I was honored to be given the survey, and I want to share the honor that I have with you guys. So you know what I'm saying? So let's share the honor. If you guys think that this is something that people should be alerted about, you know, share this live stream with your friends, and let's have a big, you know, a big open conversation about white supremacy and how to change things. And I think a lot of the time, these questions are stuff that's not going to happen, to be honest. Like, I'm looking at this question now. This is not going to happen. Okay. Oh my God, look at these typos. This is embarrassing. So this is the last week of Black History Month, and there's nothing really going on this weekend. You know what I'm saying? Like last week we had All-Star Weekend. The week before that we had Valentine's Day. We had President's Day weekend, if that's a thing. We had Super Bowl. Go back to reading. Nah. I wanna do it like this. I kind of like this. All right, but I'm gonna still read it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna still read it. So, working to close racial wealth gap by canceling student loan debts, expanding access to financial services, and more. Very effective, somewhat effective, not very effective, or not effective at all. I am going to say not effective at all. That's my answer. Because this is not really like student loans, access to financial services, it's just and more. So it's kind of a broad question, but like I'm kind of like zoning in on a student loan type of thing. And a student loan issue, in my opinion, is not a racial issue. You feel me? It's not a racial issue because like everybody who went to school has student loans and they have to pay the student loan back. So that's not a racial issue. And also the student loans is something that was pushed by the government. Yeah, if I say it's not a racial issue, but they're saying to close the racial wealth gap by doing that. So what are you going to just do it for black people? You know good about it. This country ain't doing that just for black people. You know what Kamala Harris said. You know what I'm saying? So, nah, that's not it. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that. Let's see. See what the votes say. I go all the way to the top. There we go. Okay. All right. So I got very effective, somewhat effective, not effective at all. But nobody voted for those two. But I got very effective and somewhat effective. I mean, if you're going to just do it for black people, then yeah, it would help the racial wealth gap. But if you're going to just do it for, you can't just do one thing for like that. But it will close the wealth gap as more white students leaving school with little debt and grabbing jobs that pay higher than black students. That's true. I mean, how do we know that we don't? I gotta look the statistics up on that before I say it's true. I'm taking my true back because students, we don't know who leave what kind of debt. That's true too. It should be canceled. See, I can't speak on the student loan world because I didn't take out a student loan. I didn't go to college. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't go to college. But I can't speak on the student loan world. But I always thought that it was down the board. Like, all right, everybody's suffering from this. It's not a black issue. This is an American issue. That's just what I thought. But if it's, I mean, like, it's so many things to play out. I think it's more of a, when you come into a, I guess like a job or something like that, sometimes you could take an internship and you could make those sacrifices to move your way up and get a better job. What white people will show you their bills? All right, I guess we're going to stay 50-50 on this one. Unless King Joel want to be the tiebreaker again. You might have that responsibility for the rest of the night if you're going to stay in this live stream to be the tiebreaker on these issues. Because it's still 50-50. And matter of fact, no, it's not 50-50 because I voted for, I don't think, well, I'm not even in that majority because I don't think it's effective at all, in my opinion. Yeah, I gotta check out that documentary. Let me know what that documentary is. I guess I'm gonna shelve this one, and I might be the totalitarian and go with the. No, I guess my vote, because I don't. I never thought it was effective, so my vote wouldn't be a big vote. That's why I say you got to be the one, because I wasn't in one of the two of the majorities of the 50-50. Well, no. See, the question wasn't about fully student debt. It said expanded access to financial services and more. I didn't put that on there because I only had 100 characters, and then I couldn't put the and more. I mean, but I don't know where to go with that one. I don't know where to go with that one, to tell you the truth. I didn't think it was very effective, because I thought everybody was in the same boat as far as student loans. Financial services, yeah, we are way behind, but I don't think that's a white supremacy issue. I think that's more of a we're not together type of issue. You feel me? Like, everybody, like all groups of people have their own banks. You know what I'm saying? We have our own banks too, but we don't bank with our own, like other groups do, like a Chinese bank, a Korean bank, a Jewish bank. They all bank with their own. We don't bank with our own to get those type of fair deals. You know what I mean? I'm banking with One United Bank, and I ain't gonna lie, I don't care for it too much. I'm about to leave. I'm about to leave One United. I'm about to go to another black-owned bank. So I do bank with one of the bigger banks and a black-owned bank. So I'm gonna leave that black-owned bank and go to another one that's more local here in Georgia, where I could just go to and do my daily banking and build my rapport with that bank, then deal with this bank that has no branches near me. You feel me? Like, I need to have branches near me so I could do my banking. And I didn't really think of that when I joined the One United Bank. So we do have hiccups in the bank, but I do think that that's why, the financial things like that. And plus, we do have less financial literacy in our community, in my opinion as well. Like, we go to church where everybody say money's all evil, whatever that, or money's the root of evil. It's not the money, it's just the people with the money sometimes. You can find good people with money. Like, look at Shaq. He always buying stuff for people in stores. You know what I mean? All right, so the next one I am not going to type out because it's too many characters to type. So I'm gonna need you guys' participation in answering this question into the chat, right? So we all know that it's very effective, somewhat effective, not very effective, or not effective at all. I would make it easy on you guys. For number one, you can say very effective. Put number two for somewhat effective. Number three, not very effective. And number four, not effective at all. All right, let me read this question. Addressing police violence by remaining... I don't think I said that word right. Okay, my bad. Let's do this over. Told you I go to college. All right, addressing the police violence by remanaging the role of police in communities of color and redirecting resources to programs that rather help than harm. Is that very effective, somewhat effective, not very effective, or effective at all? For that one, it's tough. For that one, man, I'm gonna go with two. See. Okay, I'll reread it. I'm sorry. See, like I said, it was too many characters. Addressing police violence by remanaging the role of police in communities of color and redirecting resources to programs that help rather than harm. Said two, depends on where you live. See, that's why I said it's like a loaded, it's like a question that have too many variables. You feel me? Like, if you live somewhere that's high crime, let's be real, somewhere that got a lot of crime, you want more police. You know what I'm saying? Like, grandma don't want to be worried about Biggie Smalls in front of the building selling crack to feed his daughter. You know what I mean? Like, she don't want to see that. So it depends on the person, and it also depends on the neighborhood. Like, three, not very effective. Two, depends on where you live. See, I'm more of the somewhat effective, not very effective, because I do think also if you have, what is it called? So you have like resources for kids to do after school that attract the kids to do the things. I think that would be better. I think that would be better. But if the kids don't want to do it, it's just a waste of money. But I do think, as you can see in certain neighborhoods, quote unquote, defunding the police didn't really work out too well. You feel me? Like, it didn't work out too well. I think it's somewhat effective. It seemed like somewhat effective, not very effective. I don't know. To me, that's just I see people coming in and people are voting on the last one, and it's still at 50-50. Hey, Siobhan. Thank you for the subscription. Said dickhead cops would be dickhead cops for free, and they will whip your ass on the way home. The health center while Wheezy watched because they used their salary to build it. Yeah, that's a little long statement. I really don't understand. I ain't gonna lie. But I don't know about that one, man. I don't know. I'm gonna go with somewhat effective too. That'll be my vote as well. But like I said, it all depends on the area. And I left that question up, and it's still at 50-50. All right, I think I know how this one's gonna go. Fact, I agree with this one. I agree with this. Police need better training. A lot of these cops are scared of themselves. Ex-military are usually the best cops. I definitely agree with that. And also too, I think policing need is some type of like a alcohol rehab type of thing. Cause I think a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, police officers be like drinking a lot, and they gotta suppress what they see. Like, they see a lot of things that we don't deal with on a day-to-day. Like, besides a funeral, when the last time you saw a dead body, like, on the street? You feel me? Like, you have to be the first one to see a dead body, see cars mangled and people are broken up in cars, and you see a lot of shit as a police officer. And, you know what I mean? We just think it as a job. It's a lot to take home. It's a lot to take home as a police officer, but they need resources as well. They do. All right, we got more votes in this last thing, and it's still at 50-50. So I'm gonna leave that blank. It's not like a test where I'm gonna lose points for not filling out answers. You feel me? So it is what it is. All right. I'm gonna do this one as a poll. So in that poll, yeah, but I think that last question was somewhat effective. I'm gonna go with that one. All right, thank you, YouTube, for that poll. All right, so now I'm gonna do the same way. Okay, hold on, let me just type this up. All right, so this one right here, I'm gonna just do if not, I do the same way before. So 1 is very effective, because I don't want to type about it. 2 is very somewhat effective. 3 is not very effective. And 4 will be not effective at all. So this question asks, challenging racially motivated voter suppression measures. Is that very effective, somewhat effective, not very effective, or not effective at all? Challenging racially motivated suppression voter. I ain't put voter. My bad. See if I could change that. All right, I'll make that poll because I ain't put voter in there. If I'm gonna do it, I gotta do it right. But you heard the question. Challenging racially motivated voter suppression measures. So that's why I said I need to hire somebody to do this. But $100 an hour. 3, because you can't racially. I guess I could leave it like this. We don't have to do the whole poll. Well, I like the poll. The poll's fun. So you can't really determine what's racial or not. And that's true too. A lot of times, things that are quote unquote racial is all by a person experience. It's not nothing there's no real measurement on a. Yeah, these questions are too broad for multiple choice. Don't know who this is. This is getting banned. Yeah, banned. Okay. I gave an alternative instead of $100. Yeah, these questions are too broad for multiple choice. And I'm not gonna lie, going through this and talking to you guys, I'm starting to feel like this whole thing ain't effective. I say 1. So we got 1, we got. Yeah, I'm not gonna do the vote because we already started voting. 3, so we got 1 and 3. Matter of fact, I'm gonna keep it going because I promised myself, and I don't like to not do what I said I was gonna do. But yeah, this thing is very broad, man. It's like it's just too broad. Why can't I spell challenging right? Oh. All right. While I type this up, I think you could tell when something is racially motivated. I had this conversation with somebody like a few days ago. Can you say Derek Chauvin killing George Floyd was racially motivated? Because I don't think they charged him for a hate crime, but people said that what he did was racist. You feel me? And I heard people say that you can't say that what he did was racist, but you can't prove it was race involved. I'd say that he's a dickhead cop and he deserved to go to jail. I do agree with that. But I don't know if it was racially motivated. You can't prove that. You feel me? You can't really prove it. But I feel it. I felt that it was racially motivated, but somebody said that to me, and I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah, dickhead cops would be dickhead cops. Yeah. It's hard to prove. Sometimes it's hard to prove racism, even though you feel it or not. It's sometimes hard to prove racism. All right, we're not doing that poll. That poll was taking way too long. All right. I'm not feeling this thing. But I think we're going to go with somewhat effective for that one. All right. So now we're on part 2. It took us a while to get there. It took us like almost an hour to get to part 1. We're on part 2. Deep racial injustices that pervade not only our criminal justice system, but so many areas of American life. Very concerned, somewhat concerned, not very concerned, not concerned at all. My bad. I should have read the bold print on top of that. Give you more context. It says, police indicate how concerned you are about each of the following threats to our fundamental freedoms. So the first one says, deep racial injustices that pervade not only our criminal justice system, but so many areas of American life. Very concerned, somewhat concerned, not very concerned, not concerned at all. And like I said, you could do 1 for very concerned, 2 for somewhat concerned, 3 for not very concerned, and 4 for not concerned at all. Deep racial issues that pervade not only our criminal justice system, but so many areas of American life. I don't know. I don't like the survey. This survey is very broad because there's so many different things you can ask, or you can like give examples of for each side. You know, you could say an argument for both sides. I don't even like that question, to be honest. All right, let me go to example number 2. Or question number 2. Gerrymandering, voter suppression, and partisan interference in voter counting targeted at weakening the voice and denying the rights of people of color, poor people, and others. Are you very concerned, somewhat concerned, not very concerned, or not concerned at all? I don't know about this. I don't like these broad questions. I ain't gonna lie. Every question is a 2 or a 3 from the great American philosopher Defoe Kataya. That's true, man. It's too broad. Like, you can't be so strong on each one of these topics. Because what? Like this right here. This next question. State by state attacks on potential Supreme Court actions that could severely limit access to abortion. Very concerned, somewhat concerned, not very concerned, or not concerned at all. If I have to answer that one, like you said, 2 or 3. Either somewhat concerned, not very concerned. Because I'm not very concerned, and I'm not concerned at all. Like this one. The need to undo harsh immigration policies that have trampled on the rights of immigrant families and asylum seekers, separate families, and keep thousands of people in unnecessary detention. I agree with this. I agree with you, King Joel. I'm not really concerned, but I don't think our votes really matter at that level. I think at that level, people are not elected, they are selected. To be honest with you, I think they are selected. All right, let me read that one more time. The need to undo harsh immigration policies that have trampled on the rights of immigrant families and asylum seekers, separated families, and kept thousands of people in unnecessary detention. I don't know about that. I don't know about that either. Thank you for the super chat, Lex.
K. Lexus donated $9.99 through Super Chat.
Thank you for that. I greatly appreciate that. That will go to the United Negro College Fund. My son not going to college though. He said he don't want to do that. But yeah, I don't know. Like the harsh immigration policies. Yeah, I'm not concerned. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not concerned about that. Cause I do feel like I don't know. I'm just not concerned about that. I might put not concerned at all. To be honest, for me. All right, I'm gonna just read you a few more questions of part 3 because this is blowing my Friday night. I don't like this. I don't like this survey. All right. The following is a list of ACLU strategies for responding to the immediate threats of our fundamental freedoms are facing. Please indicate how important you find each of them. All right, I do kind of like some of these. All right, using litigation, one of the most powerful tools at our disposal to demand adherence to the rule of law, to block illegal and unconstitutional government actions, and advance the expansion of American freedom. I don't know, that's kind of a 2 or 3 right there too, in my opinion. That's a kind of a 2 or 3. All right. I'm not feeling this survey. I'm not feeling this survey. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not feeling it. I don't like it. It's too broad. I'm too much of a what do they say? A critical thinker to be in this survey. I am. Because clearly I have too many questions. And then I have too many answers. Actually, I want to give a shout out to Jay-Z. Because, see, how many more questions. And I don't know, Alexis know about this. So Jay-Z said on a song called 22 Twos, and the other day was, hello, a new I can't give you a new survey because this is what they sent me. This is actual survey from the ACLU, the 50 state survey. So it's not like something I made up. You know what I mean? This is something they sent me. And they want membership acceptance. So maybe that's why they sent me the survey. So I could become a member and donate some money. But yeah, I'm not really feeling this, man. I thought it was gonna be a good idea, be a good show. You know, I'm not feeling this survey. But like I said, shout out to Jay-Z, because Jay-Z on 22 twos, he said, I got too many answers, you get not enough questions and stuff to that. Then after that, say how many more questions that he said right here. So I just want to shout out to Jay-Z because the date was like 3 days ago. And something like that. All right, another question on here. Using the ACLU's on-the-ground presence in all 50 states to block bad laws. What? And advance good ones. What? Like, what are you talking? There are bad laws out there. I'm gonna get on that later. Advance good ones on a wide range of issues, including systemic racism, access to abortion, LGBTQ equality, voting rights, and more. Very important, somewhat important, not very important, or not important at all. I'm not sure how this is a survey about white supremacy, to be honest with you. I don't know what this is about. I really don't. I don't know what this is about. There are some laws in Georgia that need to be changed. That's why I said they are bad laws. 2 laws in Georgia is you're not allowed to have oral sex in Georgia. So that's one law. And another law in Georgia is you can't have sex with the lights on. So those are bad laws. Bad meaning bad or bad meaning good. But yeah. Boo. Boo the ACLU for this survey. I do not like the survey. I was not feeling this. I shouldn't have cleaned up my office space. I shouldn't have got rid of all the paperwork I had over here. Nobody's especially in Atlanta. Trust me. Atlanta, they not enforcing these laws at all. But I don't know why they made those laws. I don't know why that something was written down by an individual that felt that was important. The pimp police. It said, never heard of this organization, so can't say if they should be on the ground fighting for me. It be the ones you never heard of that's fighting for you, man. It be the ones you never heard of. The pimp police. I can say enforcing those laws. Yeah, I ain't feeling this, man. I ain't feeling this. I guess I can end on another note. I do definitely want to get you guys' opinion on something that I definitely laughed at on a consistent basis, man. I talked about it a little earlier. It's about Al Sharpton's group, the National Action Network. They want an apology from this the University of Wisconsin University. I'm sorry. They want an apology from Wisconsin University for that fight with Juwan Howard and Coach Greg Garr, right? They want an apology from Wisconsin because they said that you don't get an apology from Wisconsin, it's racist. And I love that video. That's my favorite video. So I want to end with that video. I'm gonna definitely talk about that video on Wednesday on my Wednesday Night Live, but I'll just talk about this. I want to just break it up now because that survey just messed me up. And this video right here usually gives me joy. So, time for some joy. Oh, so I put my camera back on. I'm sorry. There I go. Hey. All right. So, let's see if this works right here.
We have gathered to send a clear-cut message. We will not stand for the racism that is being promoted by the University of Michigan or the University of Wisconsin. It is very clear to us that Coach Garr was the initiator of this circumstance. Right. If Coach Garr would have never touched Juwan Howard, we wouldn't be standing here right now.
Right.
Not at all.
Right.
Not at all.
Absolutely.
If Coach Garr would have walked by like coaches do all the time, and have went about his business, we would not be standing here right now.
Right now. Right.
So for us, for the University of Michigan to be issuing apologies without demanding apology from University of Wisconsin, we see that as racist.
That's right.
So, like I said on my video about that, you got these grown men out here had a full press conference talking about we need an apology from the University of Wisconsin University, and if they don't give an apology, that's racist. All the stuff that's going on in Michigan, all the crime, all the stuff that's going on in Michigan, all the poor housing, the filthy water in Flint, you feel me? No jobs out there. All the jobs that was built with, building all the cars and stuff like that, all those are going. All the factory jobs are going. But you want an apology. Our people getting shot in the street in Michigan, in Detroit, all over. And you want an apology from a school. You got a press conference. You got this lawyer who's clearly, not this lawyer, I'm sorry, this pastor who's clearly overdressed, who's about to speak now, with his jacket hanging off. He's sweating, glasses in front of his nose looking like Prop Joe. And it's, oh my God, let's just I want to let you hear this dude.
It's clear. He was assaulted. There was some discrepancy about whether or not the timeout. The hell with that. When you put your hand on me, all of the rest of that goes out the door. And I don't know how much else. By the time a black man or black woman does have to step up, you've already endured way more than what we could imagine. So I'm asking, out of respect, for this university to not wait another 30 years or 29 years or whenever the rape victim and assault victims of this campus had to deal with.
So now he's talking about something that happened in Michigan that Michigan apologized for from 20 years or 30 years ago, that Wisconsin now apologize now because a coach from Wisconsin called a timeout and grabbed Juwan Howard's arm. That's apology you seeking. You have a press conference seeking an apology.
The white men to continue to rape, to continue to assault, the white men who nobody was saying nothing about when the victims was crying out. I'm asking you not to victimize the black man.
So you talk about the white man making people victims, according to this dude, for assault and rape. But then you say don't victimize the black man. So what is the black man in this case? I don't understand what this dude's talking about. I'm really confused. I'm really confused what's going on, to be honest.
I'm asking you not to victimize the black man. So I stand here firm, me, yes, Reverend Gary Hunter from Detroit.
Reverend Gary Hunter from Detroit.
We need to really hold accountable when the white folk do stuff that provoke. I always say to people I know, don't get mad at what I respond to. Get mad at what made me do what I had to do for you to respond. Don't get mad at him for his natural reactions. Get mad at the white man for touching him in the first place.
So like I said, we had this whole press conference about him wanting an apology for his re-ink. And I don't know. Did Flick get clean one of you? I would hope so. But you know how stories go under the water. He did have some valid points, but it's overall off base. Your base is, no, he have a base. The base is, I wanted an apology. I want an apology because one school had apologized and the other one didn't. It's easy to do stuff like this, to do some real work in the community. They just want media attention. Yeah, I agree with that too. It is easier to do stuff like this. I mean, these dudes, this is like middle of the day. I don't know how their work schedule is. I don't know if they work from home. I don't know if they got some PTO. I don't know if it's maybe after work. These dudes, in the middle of the day, went here to do this press conference. A collection of grown men went to do a press conference asking the white man for an apology. I'm sorry, I gotta say it, man. White people have a lot of real estate in our minds. That's a lot of real estate in our minds. For you to say, we need to have an apology. We need to have a press conference for an apology. Ain't nobody, clearly nobody's thinking about an apology from Wisconsin University. You know, people out here thinking about how I'm gonna get food on the table. People out here thinking about, damn, my child is, in the Army Reserve. They might have to go to Ukraine. People out here thinking about, damn, look how high gas prices are. I can't, if anything go a little bit higher, how am I afford to pay my bills and get gas in my car? I got to cut something off. I can't do this. They're not out here begging for apologies. And when you get, all right, say, you know what? You got your apology. Say you got your apology, right? What is that going to do? What is that apology going to really do for anybody? What's that apology gonna do? Nothing. Nobody care about that. Like, they come out and issue an apology. It might be like a headline on a blog, and that's it. That's all it is. And I know this is Al Sharpton's group, the National Action Network. I know this is his group. But man, this is a bad look for him. Because everybody always says Al Sharpton's a race baiter. And this is definitely a bad look. Because when you see stuff like this, nobody take real racial issues serious. I ain't gonna lie. If I was someone, I'm in the black race. And I don't take it serious. People be demanding public apologies. It ain't gonna do nothing. All it is words. It ain't no real, ain't gonna be no money, nobody. And the crazy part is, Juwan Howard didn't even issue an apology. The school did. The school issued an apology. But if I was outside the black race and I see issues that's going on in the black race, and I'm like, damn, man, this is crazy what's going on in the black race. And I see these men up here demanding an apology, I'd be like, oh, nah, these dudes is crazy. This race is crazy. You know what? I'm going to stay over here and keep selling stuff to the black community and keep taking their money because they worried about apologies from a university. And the crazy part is, I'm going to assume and take a shot in the dark because I think they would mention it. I don't think none of these dudes have children or none of these dudes are an alumni of University of Wisconsin because they would have definitely mentioned that. Wisconsin should apologize for letting the white man face touch Coach Howard's hand. And like I said in my other lines, so wasn't this a black thing? Whoopi had to apologize. Whoopi had to apologize because she said something about the Jewish community. And in Hollywood, there's two groups you can't talk about. You can't talk about the Jewish community, and you can't talk about the LGBTQIA plus community. So once you talk about those communities, and you say something they don't like, those are the people that's in power of that Hollywood group. Whoopi Goldberg got to apologize. That's just the way it goes. You feel me? That's the way it goes. And that's why she had to apologize. This group of 11 black men don't have no power in the University of Wisconsin to demand an apology like the Jewish community in Hollywood could demand an apology. They worry about the wrong things. We need to worry about focus and acquiring wealth and influence. I agree with that, but the problem is, this is influence. These people they're influencing other people to do this. Because guess what? You had the dude over here with the shades, with the Michigan hat, and you had the pastor. Those are only two people that spoke. There were other people they influenced to bring around for this nonsense. So yeah, they do have influence, unfortunately. They can seek an apology. I'm just saying that. For what? What is it going to do? What is it going to do? Ain't going to do nothing. But I am about to wrap this up. I am about to watch Abbott Elementary. That is like one of my new favorite shows. And I am going to watch Chicago PD. Those two shows really don't mesh well together as far as a back-to-back type of thing to watch. But I am going to do that tonight. You know what I mean? So you guys watching something, let me know in the comments what you guys are watching. I know some people watching Snowfall. I am going to wait for Snowfall to finish because I don't like to wait week by week for Snowfall. I like to watch it in a binge. The same thing with Power. I couldn't watch Power week to week. I had to wait till it finished to watch. So, excuse me. I will wait till Snowfall finishes before I watch it. That's just me. You know what I mean? But I'm going to check those shows out. And I might watch episode 3 of the Bubba Wallace documentary that's on Netflix. Episode 1 was pretty good. Episode 2 was half good. It got kind of whack at the end of episode 2 and episode 3. I might check that out tonight. I might just give my attention to Bubba Wallace. And tomorrow I am off, so I might just watch the Abbott Elementary and Chicago PD tomorrow. But all right, man, I appreciate you guys' time, and I appreciate the super chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate the likes and the attention. You know, I love attention, so I appreciate the attention that you guys gave me for this hour and 21 minutes for my live stream. And I'm sorry that the survey was trash. You know what I'm saying? The ACLU. Please put out better surveys if you want my attention and my participation. You know what I mean? You feel me? But that's that, man. All right, man. Till next time. Peace.